The doctor said my blood type was impossible given my parents' records, until I asked why the hospital had listed me as a transplant donor before I was born. Dr. Ramirez went pale. She pulled up my file again, scrolling through screens. "Where did you see that?" she asked quietly. I showed her the old hospital records I'd requested for my passport application. There it was, dated 3 months before my birth. Donor designation. Tissue typing complete. Compatible match confirmed. "This has to be a clerical error," she insisted, but her voice wavered. We both knew hospital systems didn't randomly assign unborn babies as organ donors. I went home and tore through my parents' attic. Birth certificates, baby books, photo albums. Everything seemed normal until I found a folder labeled estate planning. Inside were medical bills from a children's hospital in Philadelphia. We'd never lived in Philadelphia. The patient name was Tobias Whitmore. Age 6, diagnosis was acute liver failure. Tobias shared my parents' last name. I confronted my mother that night. She was folding laundry, her movements mechanical like always. "Who's Tobias?" I asked, dropping the folder on the coffee table. She froze mid-fold. The color drained from her face. "Where did you find that?" she whispered. "Does it matter?" "Who is he, Mom?" She sank onto the couch, the towel falling to her lap. "Your brother," she said finally. "You had an older brother." The room tilted. I sat down hard on the ottoman. Had? He was 6 when he got sick. We tried everything. Medications, treatments, 3 hospitals. Nothing worked. He needed a transplant. But the waiting list was years long. My stomach turned over. I knew where this was going. The doctor suggested designer conception. We could have another child, screen embryos, select one that matched Tobias. It was legal. "So you had me to save him." She looked up, tears streaming. "We had you because we wanted you. But yes, also to help your brother. The cord blood, stem cells. They were supposed to cure him." "Supposed to? You were born 3 weeks early. By the time they could harvest what they needed, Tobias was too sick. He died 11 days after you were born." Her voice cracked. "We never told you because we didn't want you thinking you'd failed." I sat there, processing. My entire existence had been engineered. I was designed to be spare parts. The hospital records show I was listed as a donor before birth. They were planning to take more than cord blood, weren't they? My mother's silence answered everything. "What were they going to take?" I demanded. "Part of your liver. After you were born, infants can donate a liver segment safely. That was the plan. But Tobias died before." She broke down. I walked out, drove to my apartment, and sat in the dark. Every childhood memory felt different now. The way my parents hovered whenever I got sick, their obsession with my physicals, how they'd refuse to let me play contact sports. The next day, I found my dad in his workshop. "Did you love him more than me?" He set down his tools. "We loved you both. Differently maybe, but equally." "That's not an answer." He was quiet for a moment. "Tobias was our first. We had 6 years with him. Birthday parties, bedtime stories, teaching him to ride a bike. You can't just stop loving someone because they're gone. But you, we chose you, twice. Once to save your brother, yes. But then we chose you again, to raise you, to love you for who you are." "I'm not sure I believe that." "Then don't," he said softly. "But it's true whether you believe it or not." I left for 3 weeks, stayed with friends, ignored their calls, tried to figure out who I was. But eventually I came back, because despite everything, they were still my parents. We're working through it. Therapy helps. Some days I'm angry. Some days I understand. Most days I'm sad for the brother I never knew and the parents who lost a child twice.